this is Bremster, and this is the second puzzle in the Race to 37 series by Clover, of course, titled 11. It's a Killer Sudoku where all of the cages are total to 11. There are 27 puzzles in this series, numbered from 10 through to 37. 36 doesn't exist, and I will be releasing this into a special playlist, which you can access through. I will put links to the playlist below, and I will put links to this puzzle below, and I will put links to a blog post below where I will post all the videos. And I will try and make it easy to find. There will also be a link to the pack below where you'll be able to get all of the puzzles. I don't know if this video will ever appear as a regular video on my channel. There are, as I said, 27 of these puzzles, and I don't just want to oversaturate my channel, but I do want to release all of these videos because I really enjoy it. I recorded the solve of this video about a week ago, a bit over, and because I didn't know then what I was going to do or how I was going to release those. I've since figured out how, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be releasing it into a special playlist. And what I will do is, this is a Killer Sudoku, so of course normal Sudoku rules apply in every box, in every row, and in every column. The digits 1 to 9 placed without repetition, and in this puzzle, in each cage, the digits placed in the cages will sum to 11. And then what will happen is Bremster, from a bit over a week ago, will now solve the puzzle. And then after he solves the puzzle, I will be back. Okay, this is 11 from the Race to 37 by Clover. And when I actually checked my time on this one, and when I first solved it, it took me a little over 80 minutes. So let's see how I go this time. Let's give this a shot. So we know that 11 in 4 is 1, 2, 3, 5, and I've got 2 of those. So this is 1, 2, 3, 5. So I'm going to do the same trick I did with 10. So this is 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 11 here. So if I put if I put 4, 6 in here, that forces this to be a 1, because the minimum I can put in here is 10. So I can't put 7, 8, 9 in there. This becomes a 1. I don't put 1 in those. So 1 is in one of those two. That takes 4 and 6 out of those. It's the same trick. I mean, that's not a complaint. That's very cool. So if this is 9, this is 2. If it's 8, it's 3. If it's 7, it's 4. It can't be 4, so this can't be 7. 7, 8, 9. If this was 9, these would have to be 1 and 1, so that's not going to be work. That's not going to work. 8 will make this 1 and 2. 7 will make this 1 and 3. Either way, there is a 1 in here, and I've now got a 1, 2, 3 triple. 9 has to be in one of those two. That is a 7, 8, 9 triple in the row. This one is not doing much for that at all. This cell sees all of that cage, so that can't be 1, 2, 3, or 5. So it's 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. It can't be 9 because both of those would have to be 1. Now, if this was 8, these would have to be 1 and 2, which would force this to be 1 and 2, so that can't be 8. If it's 7, these would have to be 1 and 3, because these would have to sum to 4, and that's the only way to do it. So that can't be 7. So this is 4 or 6. Now, if this is 6, these would have to sum to 5. And I could use 1, 4 and make that 1. If this is 4, these would have to sum to 7. And there's a couple of different ways of doing that. Because, hang on, if this is 6, these would have to sum to 5. These would have to be 1 and 4. If this is 4, these would have to be 7. I could use 1, 6. I couldn't use 2, 5. And I couldn't use 3, 4 because I've already used 3. So either way, there is a 1 in one of these, which means there's no 1 in here, and this is a 1. This is a trick I'm sure I would not have been able to pull off last time. So this has actually given me 2 triples. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9. So this is 2, 3, or 4. There is no way I would have been able to do this when I first solved this puzzle. I'm just saying. And the 1 here means this is the 1 and this is a 4-6 pair, which of course lines up with all of that. There is no way I would have been able to solve spot tricks like this when I first solved this, what was it, over 18 months ago. Maybe under 18 months ago, but I still would never have found that. So this 11 now can't have a 1 in it. So it must have a 2 in it, and I can't put a 2 in there. So there is a 2 in here. Now, remember, these puzzles were designed to be solved as part of a competition. So a lot of people were solving these puzzles. I was watching on the stream that Clover did when they first came out, and some of these people were solving these puzzles in like 10 minutes. Now, I don't think I'm ever going to be that fast, but it was incredible to watch. So this can't be 3, 6, so this has to be, because this sums to 9. I can't use 1, 8, I can't use 2, 7, I can't use 3, 6, so this has to be 4, 5. Which means there's no 4 there, which means there's no 7 there, which means 7 is down here. Yeah, there's no way I was ever going to be this fast last time. This took me, I'm pretty certain this took me about 80 minutes. I mean, it still might, but I'm pretty certain I was nowhere near like this. This 2 makes this 3, which makes this 8, which takes 8 out of those, and this becomes a 7, 9 pair. Now, this 11 also can't have a 1 in it. So it must have a 2 in it. So there's no 2 in here. So it's 2, 3, 6 or 2, 4, 5, which is going to 2, 3, 6. So it's going to, this is going to be, so these have to be 7, 8, and 9, because this is going to be 2, 3, 6, which will leave this as 5, 4, or 2, 4, 5, which will leave this as 3, 6. So this now has to be 7, 8, 9. That's a little bit weird because I can't put, yeah, because I can't use a 1, that's very strange. So 8 now has to be down here and 7, 9 have to be up here. There is no way I would have seen this when I first solved this puzzle. Okay. So, what comes next? Stop quoting Hamilton. I'm seeing Hamilton today. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a 6, 7, 8, 9. That again can't be 9 because I can't put 9 into a cage. If this was 8, this would have to be 1, 2, and I can't do it. So this can't be 8. So if this is 7, this is 1, 3. If it's 6, these have to sum, this would be 1, 4 because I can't use 2, 3. So this is 1, 3 or 1, 4, and it must use a 1, which means this is not the 1, this is the 1, which means this is not the 1 and this is the 1, which means there is a 1 in one of those two. Now this, it can't be, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it can't be 7, 8, 9 and you can't put 1 in an 11 cage. I'm not seeing that. That's not 8. Two is up here. There's always a slowdown in these puzzles because I miss a trick. That can be 9. There must be a 1 in here. So there has to be, hang on a minute. There is a 1, can't put a 1 in an 11 cage. So there's a 1 in one of those and a 1 in one of those. So there's a 1 in one of those and I've got 2 X-wings in 1s. So now I can't put a 1 in this 11 cage. So this also has to have a 2 in it. So there's a 2 in one of those two. Now that's horrible pencil marking. But this is 2, 3, 6 or 2, 4, 5. This has to have a 2 in it. which has to be in this row. So that's got to have a weird effect on 2s, doesn't it? Because there's that. And that. And that. So those are the possible positions of 2s. I have to put a 2 in there, which means that can't be a 2. That's been there for a while. So 2 goes down here, but I can't, because if I put a 2 here, I must put a 2 here, and if I put a 2 here, I must put a 2 here. 2 is down here. I can't put 2 up here. That's not a 2. That's the 2. That's an obvious thing I was missing. So that's not a 2. So 2 is up here somewhere. And then 2 is up here somewhere while being down here somewhere. So yellow is the possible positions of 2. This is weird to me. If that's a 2, that's a 2. If that's a 2, that's a 2. It looks like a weird skyscraper, but I can't see anything that sees both of those. It probably is, and I'm just missing it. But there must be a 2 in here with 3, 6, or 4, 5. So this is 3, 6, or 4, 5. So what are these now? If it's 6, it's 5. If it's 5, it's 6. If it's 4, it's 7. And if it's 3, it's 8. Well, that was unhelpful. Can I put 5 in this? Yes, I can. I definitely got a lot further, a lot faster than I would have 18 months ago. So, you know, that's good. 7, 9. Threes, maybe? I doubt it, though. So, these could never have had a 1 in them. That one can't have a 2 in it. That can't be 7, 8, or 9, and it can't have a 2 in it, but it could be 5, 6. I don't see why it can't be. So this has to be 3, 4, 5, or 6, because it can't be 7, 8, 9, and it can't be 1, because, yeah, it can't be, yeah, this is 3, 4, 5, or 6. Because the only possibilities are 2 through 9. I can't put a 2 in it because 2 has to go here, and I can't put 7, 8, 9. So 3, 4, 5, 6. But that still leaves lots of options, because 6 goes with 5, 5 goes with 6, 4 goes with 7, and 3 goes with 8. And that is way too many options. It's basically a repeat of this cage. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be a repeat of this cage. I'm just saying that the options are. Has to be a 2 in that cage. So there's a 2 down here. That's what the yellow is. 2, 3, 6, 2, 4, 5. Can't put 3 down here. 4 and 5. Oh, there's a 4, 6 here. That's a 5. That's a 4. Which puts 4 up here with the 2. Two, 4, 5. That's a 2, 4, 5 triple. because I've got 2, 4, and 5 looking up here. So this is a 2, 4, 5 triple. So this is 6, 7, or 9. So this is a quad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 7, 8, 9. That's not 3. So of course this is 6, 7, 8, 9 because it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute. These are 6, 7, 8, 9 because they see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9, but there's a 7, 8, 9 there. That is a 6. So that's not a 6, so that's not a 5. That's a 7, 8, 9, so that's a 3, and that is not a 3. That's a 7, 8, 9, that's not a 3, so that's not an 8. That's something. That's not a 6 anymore. So 6 is in here. Let's narrow that down. So this is 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Again, I don't mind quads. They do make things a little harder to scan, and I fully acknowledge that, but sometimes I need them to spot stuff. Sometimes I need them to spot stuff. So I know there's a 1 in 1. Yeah, I've got these X-wings in 1. So I still need to put a 2 in here. Huh. 2, 3, 6, 2, 4, 5. Can't put a 4 there. This cage is looking like it's under the most pressure. Or that one. The only thing I've fully eliminated from that I can see is 1, which couldn't have gone in it anyway. Huh. This is where the amazing solvers just floor me because they look at a grid like this and immediately see the next step. Like they just never slow down and they are just stunning. One day. And this is why we practice. Sorry, I should be scanning, but I've got to keep the banter up or the video is even more boring. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 or 7. is it an interaction with these? So if this is a 2, this is an 8. If this is a 3, this is a 7. So if this is 2, 8, that puts 2 there. Hang on, this is 2, 8, this is 9, and this is 2. This is 2, this is 8, this is 9, and this is 2, and that's broken. This has to be 3. So this is 7, and this is not 7. So this is 2, so this is 9, and this is 8, and this is not 8. And now the only place for 8 in the row is there. That's not 8, so this is not 3. That interaction. So what we had is we had a 1 here, and these cages basically couldn't be mirrors of each other because this 1 meant that this 3-cell cage was the same as that 2-cell cage. That was, yeah, the interaction of those cages with this being a 1. That was very, very clever. Cleverer than someone like me. Now, what can I do with that? 7, 8, 9 has been fixed. The 3 is here. So this is not 1, 3 anymore. This is 1, 4. So this is 5. So that has to be 6, which takes 6 out of both of those. Most importantly, that one, because that becomes the 6. This is a 7, 9. 8 is in one of those. 1, 4, 6. So, that 2 means that's the 2. I probably don't need the colouring anymore. I'm going to risk getting rid of it. So this now has to be 3, 6, or 4, 5. That can't be 3 or 4, so that's 5 or 6, and this is 3 or 4. This is 5, 6, or 7. It's not... Oh, this is 5. So this is 7, so this is 4. There's no 5 in here. This is 6 or 7. If this is 6, this is 5. If this is 7, this is 4. Hang on, I just did that completely wrong, and I've broken the puzzle. Let's roll back to here and pay some attention. This 6 means this is not 6. This is 2, 3, 6, or 2, 4, 5. This can't be 3 or 4, so this is 5 or 6. This has to be 5, which means this has to be 4. This is 7, and this is 9. Pay attention, because 9 is what's not in the box. I completely forgot 9, and I was thinking about the digits I had to put in this 11 cage and thinking about pairs and got that completely wrong. I think that's correct, which makes that 8, which means that's not 8. That looks better. 7 here makes this 4. Means that's not 7 or 8, that is 9, and there's no 9 in there. I think that's better. 5 here makes that 4, which makes that 7. You'd think by now I'd know how to add up to 11, but that's not something that's going to happen in my lifetime. 4 makes that 1 and 4, which means that's not the 1 and this is the 1. There's no 4 here either. This is 2 or 5. There's no 4 here. What am I at? 26 minutes. So I'm definitely well under half the time I was last time, and I feel I'm getting most of the way through it with only one mistake so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 6, and 9. So those can't be 9. So that's the 1, 6. This is the 9, which makes this the 2, which makes this the 5, which makes this the 2, and those not the 2. This is a 4, 5 pair. There's no 2 in there, so this is the 2. This is definitely showing how much you improve with just practice. 4 makes this 6 and 4. There's no 9 there, so this is 7 or 8, and it must be 8 because of that 7, which makes that 7 and takes 7 out of those. The 8 here resolves the 9 and the 8. The 9 makes that 7 and that 9, which looks up making that 7 and that 9. 4, 6, and 3, 5, I'm not seeing yet. But you know, we still have time. This is 3 and 6, and that 6 resolves it. That is the 3, and that is the 6. This column needs, it's not a 2, so I can put a 2 in there. This column needs what looks like a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which makes that 3 and that 5. That means that I can't put a 5 in here now. So this was 2 plus 9. 9 can't be 1, 8, 2, 7, or 4, 5. So this is 2, 3, 6 without that being 2 or 6. So that's the 3. There is no 3 in there. That is 2 and 6. That 2 gives me the order. That is the 6. That is the 2. That is the 4. That is the 6, which makes that 1 and that 6. This is the 1 now. This is not the 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. 4 is not there. 8 is not there. 4 is not there. Hello, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 and 9. I didn't want to just trust my pencil marks because when I did that in here, I made a huge mistake. That 7 makes that a 9 and that a 7. One day I'll be as good at scanning as Mark. I will never be as good at scanning as Mark. It's just never going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, yep, it is 3, 5, and 8. So this does become 3, 5, 8. This is 5, so that is 3 and 8, which does give me a moderately useless triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 and 8 go in here. So that's not 5. That's not 7 or 8. That is 5. So 8 and 7 and 9 and 5 and 3 and 5 and 8. I need to put 1, 2, 3 and 6. And that completes 11. So that's the second puzzle from the race to 37. We've only got a long way to go. And now I will leave it to future Bremster to do an outro as he figures out what we're going to do with these puzzles. Okay, I don't remember how we went, but here's hoping that it was a clean solve. Hopefully you enjoyed the puzzle. I know I loved this series. So yeah, this is one of the series that's responsible for me being as deep into Sudoku. And if this pack didn't exist, there's a good chance I would never have actually got involved in setting. And if I did get involved in setting, I would not have a channel. So yeah, thank you to Clover for the puzzle. Thank you to everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoy what I've done with this special playlist. There will be other videos below where I will just regularly drop videos. These will all be unlisted. So if you're watching this, thank you very much for hunting out this video. As I said, it may appear at some point on my channel as a regular video, but who knows? Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.